Alright y'all, so my last video was about the beef between DDG and Reggie and how Reggie was essentially just crashing out on anybody, not even people involved in the situation, just anybody at all. But yeah, DDG has been responding back and going absolutely crazy on DDG, calling him out to the fade and whatnot, and we're gonna watch this video about that right now. So let's get into it.
So as of right now, there's a beef going on within the streaming community that everyone has been watching unfold. And this started off as a lighthearted beef that could have been settled with a simple arm wrestle or even a 1v1 game of Fortnite.
We can arm wrestle. How about that? Let's arm wrestle about that. We can thumb wrestle. What you want to do, bro? Matter of fact, I got a better idea. We can 1v1 in Fortnite. Your best blade versus my best blade. And that's going to solve the beef right then and there.
But now, things have taken an unfortunate turn for the worse, and it seems like this beef is going to turn physical.
And I can't wait to see you, bro. I can't wait. Because you think this shit is a game, like...
Bro, what happened to the Beyblades, bro? That was a real creative way to handle beef, bro. Like, imagine you got a problem with your homie, and it's like, alright, bro. Let's just take it back to middle school, bro, and Beyblade it out, bro. Winner's right. Like, you know what I mean? Jeez.
Just how I box a 25-year-old nigga, I'll box you too, bruh.
But how did this beef get this far, and how is it only getting worse? Well, that's probably what you're here to find out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the description to join my Discord. How this DDG and Lil Rodney some beef just got serious. Okay, so recently I posted a video calling Reggie, aka Lil Rodney's son, Twitch's newest crash out, and in that video I basically go over how the beef between Reggie, DDG, and everyone else basically started. So if you want the full backstory and lore, I suggest you go watch that video between the two parties involved. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as we should all know by now, all of this drama originally started because of a girl that Reggie attended Funny Mike's prom with.
Bro, the streamer prom was sponsored by Popeyes. That might be the blackest shit I've ever seen in my whole life.
Ended up posting some type of Cash App flip scam to her story, which led to Reggie breaking up with her. And that's basically what started all of this, but it seems like Reggie may have ducked a bullet, because once DDG would respond to everything that Reggie said, he would state that he now plans to do a stream with this girl, promising to blow her up and even take her on a shopping spree as well.
Bro, she said she'd do it, bro. She said she'd do anything for the bag, bro. And just by the look in her eyes when she said that, you know that's true. Bro, she had posted a Cash App scam. And honestly, the Cash App scam, I don't think that's a big deal. I gotta think that they're lying, bro. I gotta think that there's something deeper to the story we don't know. But the Cash App scam stuff is weird, bro, and it reflects horrible on whoever promotes it.
Raya, you need to unblock me. Because what I'm going to do for you is what Reggie ain't going to never do for you. Okay.
Bro, this dude looking so crazy, bro. All sweaty in the camera, bro. All washed out from that bright-ass light. Like, bro.
Okay? I'm going to put you in position to win. Because I don't like how you be hating on girls, bro. Like, why you hating on her because she want to make some money on the side? I don't with that. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is, bro, Ryan, listen. Y'all send this to her. What's up, Kyrie? This ain't nothing. But, Ryan, listen. You unblock me, okay? I'm going to set you up. I'm going to get you right, okay? I'm going to do a stream with you. We're going to stream together. I'm going to give you my ingest, and I'm going to raid you afterwards, and I'm going to take you shopping. I just want to show you how real you're supposed to treat a girl.
Bro, when did it become real to take girls shopping? Bro, when did it become real to be a trick? Like, you literally paying for it. Like, even if you don't get it, bro, you still paying for it. What's real about that, bro? That's the thing that always blows my mind, that these streamers and rappers try to, like, lie to us and, like, tell us these stories that, oh, basically, like, this is how you supposed, this is how a real ninja XYZ, this is how a real dude XYZ. Nah, bro. A real dude pulls a girl off the string, bro. You don't gotta go on live. Oh, unblock me. I promise I'm gonna take you shopping, queen. Get out of here.
This is not flirtatious whatsoever. I just want to do something nice. Plain and simple. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. That's on you.
And unfortunately for Reggie, it does seem like all of this is going to happen, because she was even in DDG's chat during the stream, and let's just say she was overly going. She even took it as far.
Overly going, bro. Those messages are insane. Bro, I never blocked you. Stop capping. That's not true. That's cap.
Or as to jump on live and say that she'll never turn down a bag.
And finally addressing the elephant in the room that y'all keep commenting on. DDG is not blocked. Okay? He offered me the shopping spree. He offered me the stream. I never want to pass up a bag.
When a girl says she'll never pass up a bag, realize that means anything. She will never pass up a bag for anything. She will do anything for the money. And people, like, bro, and people really don't believe that these Instagram girls be going to Dubai and getting on for 30 bands and doing all type of weird XYZ camels, XYZ, like all this weird stuff I couldn't even talk about in this video, bro, but they'll do it. A girl like this would do it. Anything for the bag.
Now, I'll be honest, nobody on the internet even needed to hear her say that, because it's obviously true that she will in fact do anything for a bag. Because as I said, her promoting Cash App scams is literally how all of this started anyway. But anyways, enough about her. Things didn't end there between Reggie and DDG at all. In fact, it only got much worse. DDG stated that the only reason he had spared Reggie was because of Kai and other mutual friends that they had both had. But now apparently things have began going too far, and DDG would state that he's now beefing with Reggie forever. And he even mentioned how things could get serious for Reggie if they ever see each other in real life.
Like, I've been letting you slide because I with everybody you with. We got mutual homies. You putting Kai in a weird ass position where, like, I don't get what niggas be thinking. And Reggie, this is what you putting yourself. You putting yourself on house arrest because you're not gonna leave a crib, bro. I seen you once. That was Streamer University, brother. But now you playing with niggas, bro, that'll really try you in real life. Like, you putting yourself in a position where you gotta feel uncomfortable outside. You feel me? You're not like that, buddy.
Bro, making like serious, credible threats like this on a live stream might be the wildest thing that ever came from the internet. Because it's like, what are you gonna do, right? Like, say you do see Reggie, or one of your people sees Reggie, and Reggie disappears mysteriously. How are you gonna go into court and be like, hey, I had nothing to do with this, bro? When you on live talking about, oh, I'ma see you, Reggie. People stupid, bro.
Bottom of my heart, you're not gonna hear the end of this. Forever. You're never going to hear the end of this. And everybody that reads documents know what I'm doing right now. You're not going to hear the end of this. Okay? You dug your own grave, made your own bed. Okay? I'm on you for life.
Now, after he said that, it was clear that this was no longer something that he wanted to settle lightly. And this even led to DDG calling Reggie out to a boxing match, which he wants to take place on Aiden Ross's brand risk boxing card, stating that he'll even take the least amount of money out of any fighter there.
You're not tough at all, not even a little tiny bit. You gotta be 110, bro. I call 8, man.
Bro, this is wild because this all started from the dude saying your music was trash, bro. It's like, it's funny how like streamers take everything from 0 to 100, bro, all for like attention. But I understand it, of course, because it's like attention is your bag at that point. But I don't know.
Let's call Aiden. I'm like, bro, give me Reggie, please give me Reggie. Do y'all know what I do to Reggie in a damn ring, bro? Y'all tell Aiden. I want Reggie. Next brand risk. Give me the lowest purse of the whole card. I don't care about the money. I just want to punch on him. That's all I want. Y'all tell Aiden, all I want is my ones. I'm tired of these talking on the internet and not giving me my ones. I would drop weight.
Now, unfortunately, while I'm sure we'd all love to see this fight happen, it's looking like DDG isn't going to get the opportunity to box Reggie. But according to Reggie, he does have a big cousin that's willing to get in the ring on his behalf.
Then he called.
Bro, what? Bro, you gonna have your cousin, bro? This is your beef and you gonna have your cousin fight for you? This whole time, bro. This whole time I've been trying to be Team Reggie, bro. I've been trying my hardest, bro. But you gonna have your cousin fight for you, bro? This dude called you out, bro. This dude, like, he in contact with your ex-girlfriend talking about, oh, I'm gonna take her shopping, I'm gonna turn her up. It's like, bro, and you just gonna let him... Bro, you gonna send your cousin to fight for you, bro? Like, at the end of the day, like, it's a controlled environment. Like, this dude is not trying to, like, fight you in the parking lot where something bad could happen and someone could get King Von. But it's like, this is a time where it's going to be a controlled environment. It's going to be refs around. No weird stuff's going to go on. And you're turning it down? But it's not my goat no more, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to fold my Reggie flag.
Calls Aiden Ross and says, "Let's set up a boxing match." What the? Why would I not go get my best fighter? I'm playing my cards right, bro. I'm gonna go get my best fighter, and then we can go from there, bro.
I'm gonna get my best fighter,
I'm on a generational
bro.
run right now. Me losing a boxing match. It's not a good look right now. There's a lot of big watching.
Bro, you turning down a boxing match is not a good look, bro. And this is how you see how he even ended up in this situation, bro. He said it's a lot of women watching. Bro, why at this point are you thinking about what women are thinking? Thinking about what women are thinking, thinking about what women are doing got you into this situation, bro. Worrying about women got you into this situation, bro. I know this one's saying, bro. It says, stop chasing these girls, homie. Once you try it, you're going to bubble. I mean, he already got his motion, but at the end of the day, you can see it's still things missing.
You feel what I'm saying? We all got that cousin who know how to box and shit like that. I got a cousin or two that are boxing. Dead ass. Sometimes you got to go get your big cousin. I'm going to go get my big cousin. I ain't tripping. I'm going to go get my big cousin. You ain't got your brother. I'm going to go get my big cousin. I don't give a f***.
Now, I'm going to be honest. This was a very smart move by Reggie.
That was a fair point, bro, because he did beat on that, like, Dub did beat on that fool for disrespecting DDG, so he can't say nothing about him going to get someone to fight for him at this point.
Maybe not in the eyes of the internet, but you also got to look at it from his point of view as well. Like, Reggie is super short, if you guys don't know. He's literally shorter than Casanat. And not to mention, if you're unfamiliar, DDG also has prior boxing experience dating all the way back to when he was 9 years old with an alleged 7-0 boxing record. He even had an actual boxing match just a few years ago against some TikToker as well, which he ended up winning in decision.
I started boxing when I was 9. I only boxed for like 4 years. But I still got the fundamentals, the skills though. You know what I mean? Listen, so I was really like going crazy in boxing, right? And I was 9 years old or whatever. I was winning tournaments. I'm talking about I was knocking kids out, everything, bro. I'm talking about at 13.
So it's definitely safe to say that dodging the boxing match was probably the best possible option for Reggie.
Now that's a fact, bro. Because if you ever fight people, like if you ever get into a fight with someone, the one person you don't want to fight with is somebody who fights competitively or ever fought competitively, because it's like. To the people who be going on doing this, a lot of these content creators, you know what I mean, they do this as like as an opportunity to get on camera and stuff like that. But to somebody who's done it competitively, it's like there's a point in their life where they ate, drink, sleep, boxing. So it's if you go and try to box somebody who's eating, drink, sleep, boxing for so long, bro, you just gonna get hurt, like legitimately hurt.
But that didn't stop him from doubling down and continuing to talk trash about DDG and his music career.
Honestly, bro, like that ass. I still think that DDG music is ass. Like I'm never not gonna be real, gang. I never heard a nigga randomly playing DDG in the car. Pink Dreads is probably the only exception, bro. All that other shit is garbage. Like we're never like nobody I know is ever taking that serious as an artist.
He's being honest. He's really being honest. Like, he's really onto something with that. Pink Dreads is the exception. Bro, what happened, though, to Reggie's song on stream? That got taken off of Spotify. It pissed me off. I was about to make a post today and use the song. I'm glad I didn't, though, because he really ducked the fade in 4K quality. But still.
Now, honestly, this response was kind of lackluster, as people really expected him to like say more and try to like troll this thing out, things like that. But instead, it seemed like Reggie was more focused on having a guest rapper on his stream who went by the name of YFG Fatso. He's an upcoming Chicago rapper who took it upon himself to not only diss Reggie in a freestyle on his own stream, but he also would take the time to call out both DDG and Dub on Reggie's behalf. And speaking of Dub, he also got involved in this beef recently after Reggie made a claim stating that he would be broke if it wasn't for DDG and Woo-Wop, which didn't really make much sense to me because Woo-Wop is literally Dub's son, who he chose to put on the internet and on camera at a very young age. So any success that Woo-Wop does have should really be accredited directly to Dub.
Bro, Woo-Wop really look exactly like Dub. I did not know the lore before. I thought that kid was just a meme. But he really looked just like that fool. That's actually crazy.
But anyways, Dub did end up replying to claims that Reggie has made on stream recently as well.
I know I wouldn't be nowhere without my brother. But you just said, where would I be without my son? I put my son on. I put my son on. And then you said broke. Bro, everybody in your family is broke.
That's a fact, bro. I was hearing Reggie like lives with his brother and his peoples. And he doesn't ever put them on the camera. He doesn't ever like shout them out or nothing because he thinks they need to get out the mud themselves like he did when he really got put on by Kai Cenat. And I think that's bogus. That being said, you trying to call a dude broke. He really got a nice car on his wrist, bro. That Van Cleef bracelet is a $20,000 bracelet. Let's talk about it.
Everybody in my family is rich. Every single person. Everybody in your family is broke. So you are on right now, Lil Reg, and every single person in your family is broke. Every single one, including moms, including things, every single person. So you can't say that. Put your family on.
Now,
that's a fact though. That's your duty, bro. If you get like your moment, if like and you making the money that Reggie's probably pulling off of streaming, bro, you gotta put your people on. That's mandatory. And if you don't, I'll look at you crazy.
A day had passed after this and DDG responded, Dub responded, and Reggie had his lackluster response. And after that, it seemed like maybe this beef wasn't going to go too much further. Like it didn't seem like it was really getting anywhere. In fact, earlier today, Reggie even went into DDG's stream and gifted him some subs, which is actually a strategic beef tactic that DDG went over in his Streamer University class, Internet Beefing 101.
Say you beefing with somebody on Twitch. Go to their chat and gift them subs. Give subs to their fan base. Their fans will be like, what the f? But they also gonna be saying WWW. You gain fans that way. The more you beef, the more you give back.
Yeah, shout out Girl He Petite with 100 gifted. Let's go.
Girl He Petite is crazy. But no, that's like an insane tactic to like pull fans from someone you're beefing with. Like literally just gift their fans subs. It's like you giving them $5. It's like, damn, like, do I really not like this guy?
That nigga gifted me 100.
Like I said, bro.
I spent 700.
Beefing with a nigga directly 1v1. I mean, now we back.
I might send your little bitch ass 100 back.
Like, that's why I don't really hop in shit, you feel me? But at the end of the day, shit ain't nowhere deep to where it's like deaths and all that.
I might send your ass some. I might send your little.
Some shit like.
Now, while it was looking like things were about to clear up between the two, they were gifted subs to each other, exchanging words, trolling each other in like a joking matter. All of that would end up getting shut down just a little earlier in the day. Really, it was a few hours ago, because once Reggie sparked his stream, he would talk about some things that DDG specifically warned him about. You see, we all know DDG has been going through legal battles recently with his ex-girlfriend Halle Bailey, and that has prevented him from being able to see his son as well. So of course this was all still a very sensitive thing for DDG, but he did say that he expected Reggie to take low blows and take that angle in his approach, which led to him issuing a warning stating that if he brought up any of this, things would get a lot more serious and have to be handled off of the internet.
About my legal situations or what I got going on with my baby or whatever, and that's as expected. I'm ready for that, but I'm telling you, what's gonna come behind that ain't gonna be internet.
Now, while Reggie didn't initially
Bro, but up until now it's been all internet. But let's talk about it.
touch on this situation in his original response, today some pictures have went viral on like the shade room of Halle Bailey seemingly moving on with a new man, and Reggie decided to use this to his advantage because he ended up reposting it to his story saying goals. And when he later sparked this stream, he would in fact bring up DDG's legal situation and even his son as well.
Then keep talking about how I don't have a dad. Where your son at? Where your son, nigga? Where your son, nigga? Nigga, where your son at, nigga? Focus on the shit that you got going on. Dead ass. Everybody got their own problems, gang. be worried about the wrong shit.
That's a fact though. But hey, that's really savage. Like he was like, "Hey, bro, you better not speak on my family situation." He like, bro, he rubbing his hands together before he started his stream. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to go platinum with this one. Where your son at?
Definitely be worried about the wrong shit, gang. Y'all niggas just focus on the shit that y'all got going on, gang. Keep saying, do it for Craig. No, nigga. Do it for Halo.
Bro, I need a soundboard, bro.
Wait. Maybe this guy. This nigga. Nah. You worried about me, gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta live with this shit for the rest of your life. Like, you gotta live with this for the rest of your life, my nigga. The Shade Room posted this. You try to get on stream and act like you ain't see that shit. That's why I'm scared to have a baby. Your baby mom is with you for life. Like, that's your family. You can say whatever you want about me, gang. You gotta live with this for the rest of your life. These are decisions that you made, bro, that you gotta live with for the rest of your life, gang. Like, you always gotta wake up and think, like, damn, my baby mom really with another.
So with that being a touchy subject that DDG...
He really went in though. Like, he really like nobody expected him to go that crazy, bro. Like, but he touched on everything, bro. He touched on the son. Pause. Whoa. He spoke on the son. He spoke on Hallie, and then he spoke on the new man. Like, how do you even respond to that? I mean, there's only one way to respond to that, and it's a call, bro, out to a brand versus boxing match, I guess.
He already issued a warning about. Things are definitely about to get a whole lot worse between the two. Honestly, I think this whole beef has already went way too far. I mean, fans have began doxing Reggie, even finding old pictures of him and his dad, which ended up being a big thing because he does make a lot of dad jokes and claim that he didn't have a father. But after these pictures spread across the internet, Reggie will reveal on stream that his father had unfortunately passed away recently due to a stroke.
You disrespect your daddy all day, bro. You literally sit online and disrespect your daddy all day. MLT, bro. Drop the link to this nigga.
Boom. I'm finna put y'all on game, bro. Alright. Every that's alive has a dad.
Surprise.
Every nigga that's alive has a dad. Okay, understand this. While I was at Stream University, my dad passed away. Feel what I'm saying? We gonna keep the jokes going just because I was also making the jokes while he was alive. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a real gang. My dad was not there for me. Like, he tried, you feel what I'm saying? He did what he could, bro, but like my dad was not there for me. My nigga had a stroke. You feel what I'm saying? My dad died, bro. It is what it is, gang. Like,
now, as I said, this entire thing is just going way too far now. Usually, whenever a beef expands between the people that's directly involved, things usually start getting completely out of hand. Like, I've even seen a few viral tweets from people within Reggie's home city of Baltimore sending threats to a few viral tweets.
DDG touch Reggie, he getting hit with a button, better be cool.
It's from people within Reggie's home city of Baltimore.
DDG not talking about on Reggie ho before we make TT ugly ass cry.
Sending threats towards DDG and his family. As of right now, DDG hasn't responded to the new things Reggie recently said about him and his whole legal situation that he already issued a warning about. He only really
because he can't speak on it. Like, he literally can't speak on it, because if he does speak on it and says something that doesn't go with the statement he made, then they could bring that up in court. And Reggie made a really smart move by bringing that up, because it's like, it's just gonna look like DDG avoiding it, or just like trying to jump to the squabble and like not even trying to do the whole content thing no more.
reacted to the repost, which happened while he was live on stream. So yeah, as I said, I'm sure everything's just going to get worse for everyone who's involved. It's really the entire internet versus Reggie. As I said in my last video, it's a 20v1, but he's the one who put himself in this entire situation, so now he has to deal with the unfortunate consequences. But that's just my opinion. As you guys know, the only...
But yeah, nah. That whole situation was crazy. Reggie bringing the family into it definitely took things too far. But I feel like DDG took things too far when he started saying he was going to do something to Reggie. And that's when, like, I feel like that's when it like, things start to become an issue. I understand, like, it's not cool to speak on someone's family as well at all. But it's like, Bro, whole time, like, you saying don't speak on my family, but you're over here talking about, oh, I'm gonna take your ex-girlfriend shopping, I'm gonna turn her up, I'm gonna get her career popping. It's like, bro, you open that door for yourself, DDG. And it's like, so Reggie at that point was just doing what you do in that situation. It's like somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody goes low, you go lower. Kind of like meet them at their level. But at the end of the day, this is getting out of hand. They really just need to stop beef and squash the beef, shake hands. That's not gonna happen though. So they just gotta run the run the Beyblade 1v1 or the brand risk boxing match. Whatever they end up doing, man, I'm excited to see it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.